Hello, everybody. We're back. We're finally back. It has been such a long hiatus. I do apologize. Between the holidays and a wedding, tournament, and just other life stuff, I have not been able to get to the regular Saturday streams, and I think it's been since like early December. But we're finally here. So, uh, I just realized that it didn't join me to a Discord channel. There we go. We're in Discord now. I saw Fourth IL just a moment ago, so I'm gonna tag him and also DM Garfield. If anybody else would like a match, throw a message in chat or throw a message in the Battlestar Galactica Deadlock matchmaking channel, and I will be happy to do that. Do a match with you guys. There it is. And there's Garfield. So, I hope everybody's been doing good. Had a great holiday. Hope everyone got, just super awesome presents and had a great time with family. Mm, I'm busy enjoying some tasty muffins. Nom nom nom. But Garfield says he's going to join us, so. I mean, so this is Garfield, so I think we might have to do this one to start out with. Mm, yeah, I think this is going to be what we do here. I'm going to change these. Um, how many points we got here? All right, so the homing cluster mines are delicious, but also terrible. So let's try changing them to I think some torpedoes. I don't want to give up all the damage, but I don't mind giving up some damage. And let's try running some Vespids on them. And I think I like having the Scrambler on the Nemesis. We're actually 60 points under. That's a Garfield. He's a little staticky.
Yeah, I cannot get this figured out. Like, statically for no fucking reason.
That's annoying.
Yes, it is.
Alright. Do you want to host or shall I?
I'll host in a minute. I'm going to try something.
Okay.
I'm wanting to go a fleet together. If you don't mind.
That's fine with me. I get to eat more muffin. Nom nom nom. Tasty blueberry muffin. Let's see. Did you have a good holiday, Garfield?
I did.
You did? That's good.
What about yourself?
Pretty good. It was a busy holiday. I'm glad to finally get back to doing some Saturday streaming, but
I had
yeah.
wondered why I hadn't seen you in a while.
Yeah, busy holiday. Lots of stuff that needed doing. Wedding kept us fairly busy as well.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten that. I
Yeah.
forgot. I'd forgotten about that. You told me about it, and I totally forgot about it.
No, it's fine. It was like here in the online community, it's not that big a deal. It's more of a real life thing. So,
Yeah. I mean, how dare real life get in the way?
yeah, right. How
Let's
dare
have a look.
real life get in the way of blowing up toasters?
Exactly. Goddamn filthy frickin' toasters. While you've not been around, I've been introduced myself to some of the new players.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
They feel slightly. One of them said it was slightly concerning how much genuine hatred I have for artificial intelligence, which
I
is fair.
mean, it is a little much, but to each their own. Who am I to judge?
Mm.
So yeah, it is.
I think it, I think it was genuinely the what's the word I'm looking for? It was the genuine what's the word I'm looking for? Genuine real hatred for the very concept of AI that creeped him out.
That's
But
fair.
what can you do? Okay, so that's not going to work. Okay.
I have prepared the fleet for you, so you know
Oh
it's
yes.
prepared just for you.
I, what? So I'm expecting Cylons. So I'm trying to muck about with a fleet configuration, and I've got it to exactly 8,000.
There you go. That's pretty spot on.
Okay. I'm going to lose, but what do you want the settings to be?
Go ahead and throw an 8K together.
No, I mean timer, map.
Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter to me.
You don't care?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Alright. Okay, so I'll just go up random map, 120 seconds, 8K, and it's up.
Awesome.
I won't be able to stay on that long. I need to make some preparations. I'm running a tabletop RPG, Dragon Age for like Waggle and Joker and all that.
Oh, nice, nice.
Great. Waggle has pretty much dominated. By sheer accident, he's created an absolute tank of a character. To clarify, when he rolled for his health at level 1, he got the max possible.
Nice.
And he went warrior, so he's, you know, he's,
Beefy.
yes, he's pretty much saved the party on numerous occasions.
So that game
Penguin,
has you roll for health at level 1 instead of
yep,
just taking the max hit die? Nice.
Penguin is playing Robot Penguin, and he
Mm-hmm.
nearly died. He nearly died last session, as in he get attacked in his sleep. Fits in with his character story. Someone tried to assassinate him in his sleep, and see after the damage was done, he had 1 health left. So he barely survived. It was quite hilarious.
Nice. Hmm.
I fracking hate Cylons.
Yep. We know.
Oh,
It's
over the
amazing.
over the Christmas holidays, I did my annual Let's Rewatch Battlestar Galactica.
Sure.
I still think 33 is one of the best TV openings ever.
I should really rewatch Battlestar Galactica. I haven't seen it in just so long at this point. Oh, oh man, I'm feeling slow. Feeling sluggish.
Yes, Commander.
It's fine. We can do this in time.
Systems have been updated.
This is a fleet configuration I haven't tried in quite a while. It's usually better against colonials, so I don't know how it's going to do against your filthy Cylons.
That's fair. Probably fine, to be honest.
By your command.
Let's see, do I have any funny names? I don't. I played someone who had been taught to play by Waggle,
Yeah.
and he threw an all Cylon carrier fleet at me,
Nice.
and every single ship was named Waggle. I'm not joking.
It's beautiful.
The guy named every ship Waggle. It was quite disturbing.
Yes, sir.
Right, so I already know I've lost, so
Oh, you haven't lost yet?
yet being the operative word, but you know. So I might as well have some fun with this.
Let's see. What do you got? Couple of Viper. Okay. 5 Vipers, 2 ARPs, and just a crap ton of torpedoes.
Yeah, because it's me.
Yep, no, that's totally fair.
Did you ever give thought to doing a Stellaris stream long term?
Yeah, I will probably look at doing that
I would very much like to be a part of that.
at some point now, but yeah. Let's see.
I think if you wanted to do a make it enjoyable viewing, there should be at least 4 players.
Yeah, no, oh, okay. Just out of time. That's fine.
Projectiles bearing constant.
Undetected.
That terrible silent interception rate.
On it.
Calculating.
I have a feeling I know what those are. Bollocks.
Let's see.
Confirmed.
Who has hopped in? Hello, Han Solo Stog.
Hello.
Calculating.
I'm assuming you can already see my.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Repair sequence initiated.
Um, hello. That's all right. I guess I will already have to. Of course, I run out of time.
You should have dictated the.
Owie.
Should have dictated the time to me.
Yes.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
no, I would have been fine, but I
Program was designed to create human weapons.
By your command. Distribution complete.
let's see.
Good.
Distribution complete.
Good. So,
Confirmed. Distribution complete. Confirmed.
missiles incoming.
Axis hull compromised.
On it. Good. Good. On it. On it.
Systems have been updated. Calculating. Confirmed.
Good.
Confirmed.
There we go.
Fighter squad taking.
Props to your arms for shooting down one of those raiders like right off the bat.
Launching proximity munitions. Launching proximity munitions.
No, you do have some guided missiles. Okay.
Yeah, I had to sacrifice one group of torpedoes.
Disappoint.
Heartbroken, more like.
Calculating.
Let's see.
Squadron's gone dark. Manticore is taking damage. Jupiter is taking damage.
God damn you. Nice shooting with that.
Repairs.
Question, did you like the fact that I managed to intercept most of those guided missiles?
Yeah, no, that was nice. And with the Minerva at that, like, teeny tiny flag, still managed it. Oh, you didn't launch the ARP missiles? I guess I probably just missed them, actually.
Out of range.
Oh, did they fall out of range?
Yep.
I was going to try and use that ECM field to break their lock. Oh, well.
So I've lost the fighter battle.
By your command.
Maybe? I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. How many fighters you got left?
4.
4? So I've got 4 and 2.5 war drivers. I managed to
Plus-
dodge a lot of those torpedoes. Nice.
Plus my dude's pretty much dead. My Jupiter's pretty much dead, so... Fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. Did any of that second batch of torpedoes hit? No. Okay.
No, a decent number of them did. My rear armor's pretty beat up, but you didn't do any more hull damage, so...
Systems have been updated. Calculating.
Jupiter is taking damage.
Woohoo!
Squadron's gone dark.
Curious.
Even brushing that flag field, this one Vespasian is down to 4 hit points. Oh, that's rough.
Say that again, sorry?
I had one of the Vespids just brush your flag field at the end of the last turn, and it's down to 4 hit points now.
Launch sequence activated.
Now I wonder... You're just going to run away from my manticores in a straight line, aren't you? Get.
What, with the Phobos?
Yep.
I don't. Your Manicores are not really in a position to threaten the Phobos right now.
Calculating.
Yeah, but if I keep chasing you, you're just going to keep running away in a straight line. Bugger. Right.
Yes, sir. So say we are.
I'm sad I misjudged the first jump with the or the jump with the Phobos and put one of them in range of you, and you're able to kill it.
Yep. I saw that happening.
I don't know why you didn't switch flag sides. The guided missiles weren't going to make it to you this turn anyway.
Well, I'm terrible at judging that shit, so.
Good.
By your command.
I knew my Jupiter was dead anyway, so.
Yeah, the Jupiter had to die.
Yep.
Really no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
I don't know what it is, but for some reason I cannot, for the life of me, figure out why all of a sudden when I play people with Cylons, they win fighter engagements so easily.
Well, in this case, it's because you didn't bring enough fighters, and then you didn't focus on the war drivers first as well.
Well, actually I have. I had my Vipers concentrating on your raiders and my ARPs on
That's
your...
what I'm saying. You have to kill the war drivers first. If you don't kill the war drivers first, your evasion is actually your evasion is probably worse than mine right now because of the war drivers.
Ah.
Now, granted, most of a Viper 2's advantage actually comes from its higher speed, but that's also almost completely negated by the war driver. 120. I don't. What is the speed difference? Let me look this up real quick. Complete ship statistics. Thank you, Waggle. Waggle's not here to hear the thank you, but you know, it's his effort. So a Viper 2 is 380. So that's only 260. I feel like that's going to be way below a Raider. Yeah, a Raider's only a little bit slower at 360. So your fighters end up being way inferior to mine for as long as the war driver is alive.
I still think they should. I still think they should, as I've said before, implement the Starbuck patch. There should be a 1 in 100 chance that if a Viper Mark II is reduced to a single fighter, it gets 95% evasion.
That would be interesting.
Basically, 1 in 100 chance, and then it jumps. I think that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Just a single Viper fighting off hordes of Raiders.
Did you intercept all of that last volley of torpedoes? That's rude.
Sorry.
You should be. Would you just die? Like, come on, man. Nah, I'm joking. Let's see. You go there, you go there. And let's see. Nemi.
20 seconds. Why are my manticores not?
Manticore is taking damage.
Oh, now they are. Now they're shooting at you, full boss.
It's because I'm way far below you.
Base star hull compromised.
Good. On it, Commander.
I thought I. Alright. Apparently I didn't.
Confirmed. By your command.
So say we are. Say we are.
By your command. Distribution complete. Repair sequence initiated.
You still have a Viper up.
Missiles incoming! Jupiter is taking damage.
Of course it's still alive. Hey, don't using those light guns against me.
So say we are.
It's rude.
Say that again.
Your manticores are shooting at my nemesis, and it's rude, and I don't like it.
They shouldn't be shooting at your nemesis, but
They have the light guns on the rear. They're just taking pot shots. Yeah, the light guns may not be worth a lot, but they are still there.
I'm still not. Somehow my manticores are somehow completely unable. Your full boss.
Well, yeah, because I'm like directly below you. They're not dorsal guns; they're front guns.
Yeah, the
Sorry,
guns point
ventral.
forward.
Dorsal would be top. Ventral is bottom.
Yeah, they should be able to shoot the other full boss, not the one directly below them, and they're not firing at it despite
Yeah,
being.
no, I'm way too far below you. Way too far.
What, the other full boss?
Yeah, the one that's pseudo in front of you is still like 4 kilometers below you, and you're almost directly on top of me. That's like 80 degrees down.
God damn it. Alright. Okay. Somehow my Jupiter's still alive, I don't know how.
Oh, you
But-
blew up one of my base stars. I do not approve. I am very cross with you, good sir.
By your command.
Let's see. And you're okay. Yep.
Missiles incoming!
Sector 5, rip open, then damage control.
On guard.
Did you like that?
What'd you do?
Did you not watch what happened with the adamant? I managed to keep it alive by crossing the flak in front of it, so
Oh, you did, didn't you? Haha, nice.
the second bunch of nonsense didn't.
Calculating.
Stop blowing holes in me ship.
Then, no, I really don't have a response to that. That seems like a legitimate complaint for you to have, but I think I'm still gonna keep doing it. Just, so you know.
Why do I have ARP still alive, and why are they disengaging from the fight?
I
I have no idea.
would guess, yes, I am out of war drivers. That's why. They were targeting the war driver. The war driver died. Let's see. I hate it when the frickin' Vespids get partway through their bombing run on a turn. Like, that's... Are you... Alright, we're doing it.
Missiles incoming! Manticore's taking
Hey.
damage.
That's not right. There should be 2 hacks. Uh-oh. Those are gonna hurt. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, owie, owie. Oh good, some of them are missing.
Confirmed.
Good.
By your command.
Is on their way.
Since I'm going to die this turn anyway, let's make fun.
Systems have been updated. Systems have been updated. Calculating.
Manticore's taking damage.
Key wrench.
Jupiter is taking damage.
Key wrench.
Yes.
No shooting missiles at my tech bay. I need that.
I'm sorry.
Are you though?
No.
See, this is why you have to be blown up.
You're a fracking toaster.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Confirmed.
There's absolutely nothing at the moment, so.
Now you're shooting out my hangar. Man, I need that too.
What's this I'm hearing about a apparent BSG remake?
I don't know. Somebody's making some sort of BSG remake, and we know like nothing about it.
It's going to be crap.
Oh, we should give it a chance.
Have you seen TV in the last 10 years?
Admittedly, I haven't seen TV in the last 10 years. I haven't had any sort of
There's no real
TV
talent anymore.
broadcast access in a while. Oh, nice. I managed to take those missiles on the left armor instead.
Basically, TV now is how can we not make anything good anymore? Let's just take another IP and then completely miss the point of it, and then it's irritating, annoying.
That's fair.
On it, Commander.
I think this is the first time I've ever done this much hacking.
I still think I still think there really should something be done about hacking in the EMPs.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see what the next DLC brings.
Thing that I'm always complaining about EMP mines and stuff. The reason I find it so broken is because repair takes far too long.
Yeah. No, I'm inclined to disagree, especially given how fast Cylons can repair by just, full boosting engineering and stuff.
Adamant is taking damage.
Stop blowing holes in me shit.
Sir.
Stop blowing holes in mine. I mean, that seems like a reasonable ask.
Uh-huh. Except for the fact that you're missing that you're a fracking Cylon.
I don't see how that has anything to do with it.
You seem to think you have rights.
I do. I have the right to blow holes in your ship. Your ship displeases me. I have to admit, I'm really enjoying using the Vespids on the Phobos. Like that seems to be pretty fun.
Systems have been updated.
Is it cold over there?
A wee bit.
Time to turn the heater on, man.
Why would I do that? It's not that cold.
Oh, okay.
Heating is to stop yourself dying, not comfort.
I see. That's fair, I suppose.
Taking damage.
We're taking fire.
Adamant is taking damage.
Did any of those torpedoes get off?
Which ones? Against my base star there?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've
Yay.
shot out the right armor. I'm down to top rear bottom.
Who would have thought a Minerva is the last ship standing?
Yeah, it is a bit of a unusual case, isn't it?
Anyway, nothing I can do now, so.
Confirmed.
Oh, he got more hits on me.
By your sequence activated.
My dog showed up wanting to know what all the noise is.
Nice.
What is it, Tess? Do you hear someone talking? Do you hear someone talking and you can't see them? What are they doing? Are they annoying you?
Manticore is taking damage.
Base Star Hall compromised.
Minerva's taking damage.
What? The Vespens launching their bombs at nothing. What? Okay. Alright. Fine. Whatever. Waste the bombs. I have to recall you anyway. These guys, of course, didn't quite make it back in time. That's fine. We're still repairing the tech bay. You probably don't need to use the flak anymore. I'm out of missiles.
Confirmed.
What is it, Tess? You getting annoyed because you can hear someone else talking and you can't see them?
Hostile.
I mean, Ori is just annoyed because, you know, you're not giving pets.
Missiles incoming.
Let's do it. All of this has happened before. All of this will happen again.
Swear to God, if you kill this thing before I ram, I am going to be so pissed.
There's no way. Like, yeah,
That was beautiful.
that was.
I'm going to quick. I think my dog might want out, so I'm going to quickly run her out. So I'll
Sure
be back
thing.
in 2 minutes, and I'll
Yep.
be happy to play.
I think Han Solo's Doug, you wanna match? I think we need to observe this replay here for the beauty.
Especially the glorious ram at the end.
Oh yeah. The Ram, the Jupiter sniping out the Phobos that jumped right below it. There was much to be praised.
Come on, Tess. Come on.
Hello everyone. While we're sitting here enjoying this beautiful, beautiful replay. Oh, I love that shot. Very artistic or something. Anyway, thank you for joining me. My name's Sergeant Z-Dog. I am a regular community member in the Battlestar Galactica Deadlock Discord. I won the last tournament, which was great fun. And yeah, I try and stream every Saturday. I haven't got to in a while, so this is the first one back in a while. Thank you all for joining me. Feel free to say hi in the chat. This was a match against Garfield, which we just finished. we're gonna go up against Han Solo's dog next. I have to admit, like, this is the first time I've ever done Vespids on a Phobos, and that was a lot of fun. I did a little bit miss out on the jump distance there, but Vespid's doing work carving up those poor manticores. The poor brave Jupiter. That was a cool shot. I like that one. Those two medium guns on those Phobos, just trying to do so much work. Just completely blown out by the damage output of the Vespid they carry. Rest in peace, you poor brave Adamant. That's glitchy camera. No! Obviously, I shouldn't have been moving the base stars towards him, but you know, it makes for such great shots. Oh, we didn't get to see the ram. That's no good. We have to go back and see the ram. And then, Han Solo's dog, you want to host or you want me to? You're gonna host? Alright. I gotta find this. I gotta find the ram at the end of the match. Wonder if I set this to half resolution, it'll load faster. Not really. God, he's not even shooting the artillery at it. What does he kill it with? Just the PDCs? Oh, there we go. He switches the. Jeez, how do you miss at that range, artillery officers? There's the Battlestar artillery scoring the kill and the boop. Beautiful. Beautiful in a very sad, highly destructive way. These two base stars somehow managing to do like the exact same amount of damage, despite the fact that this one rammed. I love it. Just the way the missiles go. Oh, this one Phobos doing only 50 points. It's like just the torpedo salvo. All right, match against Han Solo's dog. Let's do it. All right, guys, what do you think? Am I doing Cylons or Colonials next? What should I do? What should I do? Let's see. I should get rid of that fleet. I don't need that anymore. What is this? This is 8,000 points. Okay. Maybe this? This could be fun. What do I have on that? Oh, that's not as much fun. Let's see. Oh, I haven't set this fleet up. Okay, not that one then. Oh, that's a 4,000 point fleet, not that. I don't feel like that. This could be fun. We might do this. I guess we're doing this. We ran out of time. Still early in the morning. I'm still waking up here, guys.
I won't be on much longer, as I said. I've got some planning to do for
Yep, that makes
last
sense.
changes to.
Yeah, RPG campaigns take work, man. Unless you're doing like a prefab something. But you're not
Nope.
doing a prefab something, so it takes work. Okay, this... I don't know where the camera just went. This map. I
I'm actually running 4 campaigns at the moment.
Good God, man. You need to
Hey,
start
what?
charging for that.
No, I really don't like that idea. Someone said that to me, but I don't like that idea.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you love something, don't make it your job.
Well, I certainly didn't follow that policy. Oh, interesting. These two ships are too close to each other. I'll have to fix that. I'll bet these guys are too. No, they're not? Really? Huh. Well, just to be on the safe side.
I'm on it, Commander.
Da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun. Hopefully this map doesn't screw with the stream too badly. It shouldn't. I certainly don't get a full 60 frames out of it, but not consistently anyway. Doesn't seem to be screwing around with the stream. I wonder what you got over here. You got 5 and 2. Awfully close to each other. I kind of hope there's like 2 Heracles in front. A couple of door knockers would be nice. Hello, Alan from Scotland. Good to have a Scottish man. I can't. You should really just play this on the PS4. Nice. You know, I'm glad that we're getting some more console members into the community. Like that really does make me happy. Alright then. Let's see. We need them there. Doop.
Yes, Commander.
You know what? We're gonna do something a little different. I haven't played around with these ships a lot, so I mean, I probably should, but I don't. So we're gonna kind of experiment with, see what I like. Um, hmm. No squadron launches yet from Han Solo. Ah, do this on your YouTube channel. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I'm only just starting to get
I'll be
videos of
back.
this
I'll be back.
uploaded.
I'll be back shortly.
Okay. Oh man, look at these suckers drop. You got those way down already. What are they? I am curious.
Got it.
All right, Alan. I have to ask. What do you like better? Are you Colonials or Cylons?
Talking to me?
Now I'm talking to Alan, who's watching the stream.
Alright.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping those two ships you got down in front there are something like Revenants or something. What are you doing with these ships in the back? Are you just going like right through the nebula? You just went right through the nebula.
Yeah, I don't like this map for what I was trying to do.
Yeah, that's fair. The humans, the colonials, that's fair. Most people do. Most people do. I think I probably generally prefer the colonials, but, you know, I'm pretty happy playing Cylons too. There's a lot of fun things you can do with Cylons. Is that an EMP mine? Oh no, it's a scrambler. Ooh, shiny.
Yes, sir.
Actually, you know what? Hmm.
God, this stupid nebula.
Yeah, Nebula gets you. Are you about to jump 5 phobos into me?
No,
That was not a very reassuring answer, I must admit.
I'm not gonna jump into your ships, because that's cheating.
That's not cheating per se.
Well, it's cheap.
That's fair. Um, I do feel like you are about to jump a bunch of nukes right below me, though.
I don't know. Maybe.
You may not know, but I think I do. Actually, no, you're gonna come over here. Nope, too far. Let's see. Dupe and dupe and and you're going to go to here. Beautiful. And you guys come back over here. Actually, come over there. It's too late to apologize. Let me think. Nope.
So say we all.
Let's see what you got. Hate the planet with the white circles everywhere. Oh. It's at the top left, the second planet. Which one is that one? I don't remember. You know what though? I know how I can look. If I just come into the Discord and look at all our emojis. Is that PyCon maybe? PyCon or Virgon? Certainly that top left system is probably the most annoying one to try and defend. Like the whole system, just because it's kind of out of the way, and there's a lot of planets that aren't really worth anything that you still got to clear side missions off of, and yeah, I don't think either of the planets is really worth anything.
Squadron is taking fire.
All right, what do we got? Nuke, 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 nuke. Yeah, the nukes. All right, lots of nukes, lots of war drivers. Oh, you put yourself in ramming range. Well, alrighty then.
That's not the plan.
You say it's not the plan, and yet here we are. You better run, son. That's a brick. Oh. Alright, let's see. Doop, doop, doop. Yes, and okay. Good. You're gonna defend here. You're gonna defend here. You're gonna defend here. Hey, how you doing, Rainbow?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. This is gonna be great. Everybody's gonna die here. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, Commander.
I totally accidentally unfollowed you just now.
Oh, rude.
I had changed it back though.
That's good. That's good. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Alan. I'm not looking at all of my columns here. I should look at all my columns. Uh, at least one of your ships will collide this round. Are you sure you want to end? Yes. Yes, I
Are you telling
definitely
me?
want to run my Atlas into a Phobos. I am 100% certain of this. Oh.
Oh,
That's what I figured. Oh.
Oh, so
Oh,
beautiful.
wait. What happened?
Uh,
So the FTL jumped, didn't ram it, but there's an
nukes. He had
Oh
nukes
no.
on all of
He
them.
had
And at
nukes.
least one of those
He
nukes just
FTL
went
nuked
off.
you. And he survived it.
So far. I mean, it's early days.
give it 2 more turns.
I mean, you might get out of this, but I think he's gonna ram his like 10 HP Phobos into y'all, into your Atlas, which are heavily armored. So I mean, they may or
Yeah, I
may
would
not
say
have a
the
problem.
Atlas does not care. The Atlas is just like, yeah, bring it on, noob.
Heavy.
Oh, I just realized I brought guided munitions, and I'm not gonna be able to shoot them
How many
effectively.
Phobos did he jump into you?
5.
5. I murdered the 2 Nemesis that he also brought. What did the Nemesis have on them? Guided munitions?
One had
Guided
a
missiles?
nuke and had a scrambler.
Nuke and a scrambler? Nice. Alright.
Did you get the Scrambler off?
Nope.
No. Well, he did
I got one
actually.
off.
Yeah, he
but
got he
I
got
think
one of them off. Which my uh both Janus were in. Now only one of them's in, but he's not hacking that anyway. He's hacking the Battlestars, trying to save his ships.
yeah, it's not gonna work.
Collision detected. Yes.
They're in our subsystem, Captain. Attempting to flush network.
Escort clear zone intact. Priority 1, stay safe.
Oh no.
Did you just bump your own Phobos into each other?
Maybe.
Beautiful.
That looks like some shit I would do. All right, that didn't go as planned. Just run this shit into each other.
Yeah, not quite. You're down to just the one Phobos? Well, this was quick. I mean, it was always going to be, but that was really quick.
I'm on it, Commander.
Oh. He's still got a nuke, though. Like, the nuke could still be a thing. I mean, I don't think
I'm
it's
gonna
gonna
die before it
do
gets
anything because I've got Vipers on every ship here. But, oh, yeah, and the Battlestar Artillery just says no. Artemis is just like, get off my lawn! Oh, okay. Let's watch this replay. I want to see this. Oh. So how bad was the subsystem damage there going through the clouds?
It wasn't that bad.
No,
but
that's good.
Some of them got like all the subsystems down to 17.
Yeah.
Didn't help.
That's not bad.
No, it's not too bad. Yeah, no, I saw those 2 Nemesis. Obviously, I didn't know they were Nemesis. Yeah, but like I saw him going just super outpacing the Artemis. And I'm like, oh, well, that's a scout ship.
Yeah.
So, question
Uh-huh.
about the game engine. Is there a way during a replay to see the enemy's like subsystems?
No.
Uh,
You can't even see
okay.
your own, actually, during a replay. You can only see what they are in the most recent state. So if you finish the game, you'll see the state there. Actually, you don't even get the subsystems, do you? You only get the health. But like if you do it, in a single player and you replay the turn, you'll only get oh God,
The
you're
HP, the whole.
you'll only get the status of the ship or squadron at the end of the turn. God, you're so close. Like the Battlestar
County.
Artillery, even in defensive, are just pouring. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was very entertaining. Thank you for that, Han Solo's dog. I appreciate that.
I'll do another one with an actual fleet if you want.
Rainbow, did you want a match? And then I'll come back to Han Solo's dog, or should I go against Han Solo's dog now?
Go ahead and play against him, and if you still have time a little bit later. I just woke up, so I'm like drinking coffee and
Yeah, that's
things.
fair.
So
Yeah, I'm still kind of waking up myself here, stretching. All right.
yeah, exactly.
All right, Han Solo's dog. Pick out your fleet. I need to get rid of this because I was just using that for the tutorial. And let's see. There it is. That is also just a fleet I was using for the tutorial. I know what I'm doing. It's not gonna be successful in the slightest, but this is what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah? Actually, I have to wonder if... Oh, I can't. Dang it. Alright. Um, 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 bum, ba-da. Where is it? There, and there, and there, and yes, and yes. Alright. This is gonna be utterly terrible, and I am ready for it. Alright. We're gonna put this over here, and these go over here. Do not try this at home, folks, if you want to win. This is purely for the meme lords. Um, oh, this is just so deliciously terrible. Okay, that. You know what? I almost. You know what? We have the points. We're gonna do this. Doop doop doop. I'm gonna change this up a little bit here. And this gets there they are, and we'll do that, and that, and that, and that, and it's not really any better. Okay. So you're bringing your real fleet now
Yes.
against my meme lord fleet to make up for the fact that you brought a meme lord fleet against my real fleet. So it seems balanced. Oh, and we're on refinery. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, let's make it happen. Do not try this at home.
Is this gonna be 7 manticores with EMP generator?
No, if I was going to do something like that, I'd probably bring like at least one of them would be a ranger. God, 7 ships all with EMP generators, like that's just, and we will all go down together. Oh, beautiful. I am red despite being player 2. Interesting. Let's see. Do that and that and that and let's say that. Oh man, so much. Okay. There. Yeah. Yeah.
Distribution complete.
I should not be this finicky, but I feel compelled to be. Come on, get perfect numbers. Dang it! Oh. Let's see. And I don't think. Yeah. There and we'll go here and the rest here. And you know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something a little bit different. Doop, 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 ba doop. I like that.
Systems have been updated.
Da 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 da. So I should be taking my turn faster, turn faster, turn faster. I should be taking my turn faster. Oh, yes, I should. Wood. Alright, definitely doesn't need that. Don't think I need that. Let's go there.
Systems have been updated.
Oh no, I'm running out of time.
By your command.
Yeah, close enough. Alright, what do you got? You got. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see, what is that? 3 Serbs. Kratos and Arachne?
Systems have been updated.
You and doop. Doop. Hey, Ez, how's it going? Thank you, Ez. Love you, man. Let's do that. I should have done that last turn, but you know, that's fine. It's fine. Um, let's see. Anything else I should do now? Nah.
Oh god.
Here comes the sun.
Shit.
Projectiles bearing constant.
Eh. Let's see.
You
That
have
was...
7 rangers.
No.
Oh nope, you have fighters too.
Yeah. Not 7 rangers.
Coordinating fire control systems.
Let me think here. You guys go that way. You guys are gonna go this way. Doop 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 doop. Oh, well. Yeah, this should work. So the founder's badge is unique. Yeah, I have ideas for the badges and stuff, but I haven't created them. It probably won't happen this week. I've got to do job-related things.
Oh my god.
Key Ranch! Another one gone, another one gone, another one bites dust.
You just sniped that.
You
Cerberus.
betcha. You betcha.
Confirmed.
Okay, let's see.
Coordinated
That
fire
needs to
control
happen.
systems.
And that. And
By your command. Calculating.
have you. You should have seen these by now, right? Yeah. You see what I have by now. You know what's going on. Oh. So the question is that a Kratos or an Argos?
I guess we'll find out.
Yep. Let's not do that. Let's do.
Pretty sure I'm gonna lose another Cerberus.
Yes, that is a safe bet.
Yep.
Protocol compromised.
Wow, that is.
Hostile unit
Oh fuck.
Oh really? All right, fine. There
Repair drone.
and oh good God. What? Huh. That's a bug.
What?
The Hydra's using one of their repair abilities cues the graphical icon for all of them.
Confirmed.
Oh goody. You didn't actually shoot out the top armor.
Confirmed.
And
And
oh yes. Yeah.
God damn.
Goodbye, good sir. Oh, I didn't kill the Cerberus though. What? Disappointment.
I did not expect to lose to this.
I didn't expect to win. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. What happened to the Gorgon? Oh, there's the Gorgon.
all these raiders and kill that Phobos yet.
Oh god. Throw more repair drones at it, guys! More repair drones! Keep chucking! Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, what the heck? We'll hack the poor. Oh god, doesn't even have any engineering. All right, that's fine. Just hack it, guys. Just do the thing. Do the thing. Goodbye, Gorgon.
Squadron is offline.
Oh, you killed one of my phobos. Rude.
Well, you killed 5 of my ships.
Oh, that was hilarious. Oh, I'm so doing this again.
Coordinating fire control systems. By your command. Calculating.
It dies before I get even a single torpedo out the door. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh, that was beautiful. Due to rising tensions in neighboring theaters, the European command is increasing training time, so I'll be virtually gone for a while soon. Yeah, that's right. I didn't get a flawless victory. And as you probably need more training, that way you don't slip and lose your helmet on your equipment again. Alright, so we gotta watch this replay because that was hilariously awesome. Hey, Fourth IL, how's it going?
I was wondering when you would notice.
Yeah, sorry.
Did you use a Gorgon?
Yes, he did. Han Solo's dog did.
That was mistake number 1 right there. Then
No, Gorgons are nice.
no, I meant to say Hydra.
Oh, I used 3 Hydras, and I did win. So...
That was mistake 1, 2, and 3, and you won. No one should underestimate you.
I mean, I won mostly because he had ships that were too slow to dodge torpedoes, and I had a crap ton of torpedoes. Oh, I'm so... Waggle and I came up with this fleet together, and it originally had 3 Arachnes, but it had like almost 500 points left over. So I swapped the 3 Arachnes to the 3 Phobos, and I am so glad I did. Because it just meant like the whole fleet just like, I'm gonna be over there now and not be where all these fighters are. Oh, that was so short. I want to watch this again. Did I? Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's right. I didn't fire torpedoes because I didn't know what was going to be safe to fire torpedoes at. I just love how many torpedoes the Kratos puts out.
That's why it's probably my second favorite ship.
Yeah,
Granted, nothing will ever beat the Minerva.
that's fair. Your squadrons tried so hard to knock out that one Phobos. those point blank range torpedoes on your Gorgon. Oh, that was beautiful. I want to watch that again.
Oh, that's what that was. I did not know.
Yeah, I had I had those few torpedoes left on the Kratos. Plus, you were below me. Oh man, like spitting distance of me there. Almost got a ram off. The torpedoes are like, if the torpedoes had any area of effect damage at all, you would have been hit. I would have been doing self damage there. Oh, the Kratos 861 damage. I love that.
Actually, I think it's a bit below average for a Kratos.
I hardly use them, so I love how hull points lost 282 still ends on 172 hull points because of all. Because of oh my god, you came so close to killing it, and the Hydras are just like, nope, it's gonna be at over half health by the time this battle's over. Oh, good lord, I love it. Oh, that was awesome. Guys, that was awesome. Alright, we're not using that again. Didn't slip and lose my helmet, my straps broke when I headbutted the ground. Oh. Well, I mean...
I feel like just as bad.
Yeah, it's not a lot better. But...
You
It
still
probably
ended up on the
cushioned
ground.
more than a climbing helmet would have as. Like, climbing helmets are like brain buckets. And not even very good brain buckets because they have holes in them. Okay. Fourth, did you want to match?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm getting bad luck playing.
I'm back and available for a match if anyone wants to shoot at me.
Oh man. Okay. Not.
Were you the
not
guy that
this.
just lost?
No, that was Han Solo's dog. Hey, Az, you're in here too. Man, everybody's in here. It is a great day. It is a great day. Thank you, everyone, for
Day?
joining. Well, I mean, for me, it's 10:50
Okay.
in the morning. Oh, bye. I think that was.
He left. Shame. Or
Shame.
needing to do something.
Shame.
Or both.
Okay.
I'm only in here to better explain what happened with my helmet.
Oh, are you? Okay, that's good. That's good. You should do that.
Alright, so I was on top of an M270 Alpha 1 launcher to do maintenance in the birdcage that houses the cables that hoist and hold all the rocket missile pods. Anyway, I was doing maintenance. It had been raining. For some God knows reason why, they decided to pull all of the launchers out from under the dry, safe awning where the vehicles get stored. So I'm performing maintenance on top of a metal vehicle with rain, and I went to take a small step back, knowing full well where I was stepping, to get some space so that I could have some leverage to open up the bird cage. Well, I took that step, and all I felt was water, wind, and then my back against the ground and hearing my helmet clap on the ground like 5 feet away from me.
Well, think of it this way. At least now you have an excuse to send your helmet back on manufacturer's refund for a manufacturing flaw. They have clearly, conspired against you to provide you with a helmet of inferior quality.
Yes, I think I agree. I think the government needs to own all the businesses and industries in order to better
No.
control the output of weapons and military equipment.
That will go terribly.
I know that.
I see no way this could possibly go wrong here in the United States.
It's any
Anyway.
country that's going to go dreadfully.
I have a game up if anyone wants it.
Evil Bubbles?
Ding.
That
Wait.
would be Sherfield.
Have I played you before?
I think so.
I think I'll bring my joke fleet just in case.
I think you
You
have
still
played
never
it.
brought it against me.
Alright. Rainbow hasn't responded. Forthail, did you want to host or you want me to host?
Oh, I
You
forgot.
host.
You
I don't
can't
want to be
edit
stuck
the
in there for like
fleets
5 hours
in the lobby.
after the game. Yeah, that's a pain.
Don't worry, this isn't a serious fleet.
Okay.
It's just
I will
It doesn't
host up
stop
a match
from
for
killing a
us.
fleet in 2 turns, though.
say that again.
It doesn't stop him from killing a fleet in 2 turns, though.
In 2 turns. Other than like nuke jousting, that seems like it would be difficult to achieve.
Yes. Although if we say how we achieved it, it will ruin the surprise.
What do I want to bring?
I already know what I want to bring in. It's an absolute... It's not serious.
It's not serious, he says.
Not serious at all.
So I put the back up because you disconnected.
We went to edit a fleet.
No bother.
What's the point limit?
8,000.
Okay. Just goes to show how much I've played this game.
Yeah, I feel like you should know that.
Here we go. Here's a not serious.
I haven't even done the campaign.
This is not very serious. You
Mine's
should play the
finish
campaign. The campaign is awesome.
I should
Anthony
finish
did
the
an
I
third
played it
campaign. I
for
paid for
5 minutes.
Anthony does an excellent job with the story. You should totally.
Look at... Why do you look stoned?
Anthony did an excellent job writing the story for this game. I really liked the story.
So, I can already tell you've got a lot more ships than I do.
Yes, I do have the full 7. Oh.
Oh, why does it have to be this map? No, it's my favorite map, but it really does screw with me. Tell you, I remember.
You have 3 ships.
Yes.
I really hope that's like 2 Jupiter 2s and a Jupiter 1, or 3 Kratos. Like either one of those. Like 3 Jupiters or 3 Kratos is what I expect. And anything less than I will be disappointed.
Could always be 3 Nemesis. With
That
nukes, at
that
least.
could be, but you know,
it is
nukes have
possible,
never
but
been that expensive.
Oh, nice. Oh, you know. I even think you can still afford like 4 Argos with all nukes. Because Argos just aren't that expensive for how powerful they
I
are.
think so.
Everything comes pre-equipped with weapons, right?
Guns,
it has a
yes,
default
and you'll have
weapon.
a basic fighter and guided missiles. Depending, of course, on what the ship is. Like, Minotaur not going to be featuring mini missiles. And what your basic fighter is depends on the faction. Colonials have the Viper Mark 1. Cylons have the Raider prototype.
Raider 1 is significantly better than the other.
Yes.
So, Argos were 1750, weren't they?
We're about to see how absolutely I have
I'm gonna go
learned
with that.
nothing.
If you expect nothing from yourself, at least you're not disappointed. Actually, no. I think
Yeah?
if you do 3 Argos with all nukes, well, Argos with all nukes, you could only bring 3. Because it's 12. Because 12 nukes starts to get pretty expensive.
You know, if you have no expectations, you can't be disappointed.
I decided not to bring my joke fleet against you, Ash. As
Oh, jeez.
You really should have.
I just thought I might as well try and play properly.
Nah, no such thing.
Launching alert, Viper.
Can I? No. Not.
Sir.
So I know you're colonials because I just heard launching alert vipers, or was that?
That wasn't me. Yeah.
That was Garfield.
I mean, for all you know, I may still be colonials, but that wasn't my mic.
Oh, you are colonials because I'm player 2 and you're red.
That's fair.
That is. This is a serious design flaw.
But I was
It re-
red in the match I was just in, wasn't I?
If you're whoever's
And
player
we
one
were
gets
both
their faction
we were
color
doing
priority.
Cylons.
Were you the host though?
No, but I guess if
Exactly.
it's faction color priority, then
Yeah. If the player
He would
one gets
still get
priority for
blue.
the faction's color,
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
which is big design flaw. So whoever's player 2, if player 2 is blue, player 1 is colonials. If player 2 is red, player 1 is Cylons, but there's no such thing for figuring out what player 2 is, because it can still be either or,
Right.
I bloated up.
which is why there needs to be a third color.
I blew up a ship.
So there's a Minotaur that you had up front, right for Mark 2s. So I'm guessing there's an Atlas in the back. So I thought you said not serious fleet.
No, I said I decided not to bring a joke fleet.
No, Z-Dog.
You have you not figured out what the front three are?
Yeah, they're Rangers.
Oh, sorry.
They're not that bad of a ship.
Eh,
You have the 6 minimum Vipers, you have guns.
I mean, I guess it's more serious than the fleet you're bringing.
Oh, much more, yes.
But I don't know that I'd call this a serious fleet. Like, let's not go to extremes here.
It's not purposely bad like my one.
Because yours is looking more and more like 3 Kratos, so...
I know you don't have me on Dratus. Although, yeah, I have you on Dratus, so yeah, you know, it's...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad I did this turn.
And I almost decided to go ahead and...
Still took off most of the top armor, naturally. Not aggravating. Yeah, this map is going to be actually bad for both of us, but one is a lot more so than the other.
Yeah, a lot worse for you.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, you do have guided missiles. Oh, of course. If you're 3 Kratos, you would be mostly guided missiles.
I have a single armor piercer. Oh, no,
That's
it's
not
a
even-
Torp.
I was saying, I thought I saw Torp.
Yeah, it's a
That's
Torp.
bad for my Rangers.
A little bit. But your Ranger's also bad for my Kratos. So it's kind of a lose-lose.
Yeah. But you're gonna...
And Adamant has died, and that's just all kinds of heresy.
Oh, neat. I've killed a ship. It's only going 4-1 right now.
Yeah, those are good odds.
Well, my 4 dead to his 1 dead.
Still good odds. You'd be surprised what kind of odds can be generated from such odds. I'm not sure there's going to be a ranger there for long.
No, there won't be.
I'm on it, Commander.
Or two. Oh, you brought 3 sweepers. That's a bad idea.
Yes.
GG.
Yeah, sure, if you want to call it that. I'd call it more or less mindless slaughter.
Well, if it was mindless, then it might not quite the slaughter.
Look on the bright side. Look on the bright side. At least you played Colonial and therefore have a soul.
Honestly, I thought about doing something similar with the Cylons.
Yes, sir.
Once I leave this game, I'll play again.
Oh, man, the chaff just a little too slow there to save this last ranger.
Yes, sir.
It'll knock out some missiles.
Yeah, but I mean, not nearly enough.
My main issue now is the asteroids in the way of my craters to your Atlas.
I mean,
Wait, this-
you're going to be able to gun down the Atlas. Like, I don't know what you're worried about there. One Kratos has as many guns as all 3 Atlas, just about.
One Kratos isn't quite as durable as 3 Atlas though.
So say we all.
Surprised my fighters aren't dead yet. Because as we all know, rated prototypes are trash.
And there goes the Minotaur. The Ranger is alive. The Ranger
Yeah,
is alive.
Not for long. Are we? Yes, past it. No, not the Ranger.
Ah crap, I need this to be up. I'll see you later.
Well, he's gone.
Bye.
No, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that the I can't pronounce that. What one of them is in such good condition.
One of the Kratos?
Yes.
Which one? The one on the left that was over by the Minotaur?
The one that I cannot pronounce and that is in good condition, yes.
Pinatubo?
Look, I'm not even going to try. Yeah, I'm not even going to
Pinatubo?
attempt that because it'll just turn into
I was having
phlegm.
I was having the Minotaur mostly shoot at Thanatos. That's why.
Yeah. But the Luna ended up in the worst condition. Did
Because the
torps.
Luna was getting torped and it has had
Yeah.
the 3 Atlas shooting at it right now.
Yes, let's hope that goes down to 2 One Atlas very quickly.
Ranger is taking damage.
Hi, Ranger.
Atlas is taking damage. I'm on it, Commander.
Yeah, I may win the shilly in the fact that you put your Atlas on the front line.
Yeah, I was trying to move him up into the asteroid cloud, but I couldn't get there before. Like, I was even boosting to try and get there in time.
Oh, yeah, work.
Didn't quite work. Oh well.
Yeah, but when you had the sweepers, didn't really need the asteroid clouds.
Yeah, I should have just held them back. It's fine.
Atlas is taking damage.
Oh, and that's why I say that you're not really using a joke fleet. It's suboptimal, but it's definitely not a joke fleet. Because you can do smart things with it.
I'm on it, Commander.
What's your distance?
Got it.
They're not good enough at this point in time.
Oh, you're out of munitions. Okay.
It happens quick on Kratos.
It does.
Got it.
And unfortunately, this thing can't jump into your Atlas quite yet. Because that'd be a great way to finish it.
It would be hilarious.
It's also very hard to see where I'm moving it because of the explosion.
Yeah.
And
Now
now
it
I do
can't
like a
jump
good
at all.
explosion. You'd be surprised.
Well, I mean, the one in front on one tech baby isn't going to be able to get very far.
Although it doesn't affect the height range it jump height-wise though, at least.
Interesting, really.
Target acquisition.
Atlas is taking damage.
Give me manual control now.
I'm on it, Commander.
I love the name I have for this fleet. So accurate. If only there was actually boss music in this game,
You can
be perfect.
set the track to whatever you'd like.
Yes, but no, I mean like boss music though. That sort of epic thing you get.
I mean, set it
Because
to
there isn't really
one
like
of the
a more tradition.
set it to one of the end game tracks.
That's not boss music.
There's literally one called Lachesis.
Atlas is taking
Yeah, I haven't played through the third campaign. If that survives, I'll try listening to that.
Oh man.
It has survived.
It's- Well, I was to say you won't have the music track unlocked if you haven't gotten to the mission. Oh,
That is infuriating.
sadness. I came close to winning this though.
All you had to do was the exact opposite of what you did.
With the Atlas, yeah.
I'd even argue the Rages.
Yeah, well, I wasn't.
Range was your friend, and you kicked it in the ass.
So the problem is with the Rangers is they had torpedoes on them. So
Yeah, it's just like backing away though until I get past that asteroid cloud.
Yeah.
Probably would have been what's that? All your ships except for maybe the Minotaur for attempted scouting. Even then, the Minotaur's not really a good scout.
No, it's not. I mean, it does have the 5,000 kilometer radius range at least, but
It's better than a Jupiter, but that's not much.
yeah, it's better than the size 4 ships like the Atlas, but
It is better than the biggest ships in the game.
yeah.
Barely.
And actually, it's only better than the biggest colonial ships in the game, because most of the
The actual
Cylons
biggest-
size 4s are
even
actually okay.
Quite a bit bigger.
The base star, I want to say, is average. I think the Serb might be reduced. The Argos
The
is
Serb
actually
is
pretty
5,800,
reasonable.
the regular base star is 6,000, and the Argos is 8,700.
Yeah.
I believe, and it's the same for the Kratos.
Kratos is 7,500.
Nah, it's bigger.
Feel like I just looked at that.
I also just used the ship, so
Kratos is, let's see, 7,500. The Argos is better with the Dratus range. I think because it's much more likely to be using guided missiles, and so they gave it a little better. Who else would like a match?
me.
Me.
Alright, I'm going to do Az next because I haven't done a match with Az yet. Az, you want 4K or 8K?
8, please.
Okie dokie.
Not that it'll matter.
I honestly think you'd have more of a chance in 4K if you use one of those really gamey fleets that exist in it, like just spamming Revenants. Which reminds me of something.
Let's see.
It's very hard to take down 4 Revenants in 4K.
No, I don't want to bro.
Because 8K,
No.
in like 8K, 3 Revenants is a big threat. And then when you have the ability to actually shoot things down, it's... Ooh.
Honestly, I'm just trying to hang out with Z.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we want to bring?
Don't go too hard on him.
Yeah. Let's see. This fleet isn't full tryhard, but I do surprisingly well with this fleet.
Well, I got the fleet I just remembered something about. Which I had used against me by Deceiver. I think it might be up there with Atlas Taipan ARPs.
Distribution complete.
How do I check distances?
It's mostly eyeballing it, but if you want like weapon range, press I believe it's backslash, and that'll bring up your gun arcs for what you currently set to be your posture, or if you style on processes. And if you look down, you can also roughly estimate distance with the Dratus, and I think the map mode might also be like grids might be like 5 kilometers by 5 kilometers, and each box within a 5 by 5 grid is a kilometer. But I might be completely wrong on that, and it might be something like 500 meters. Yeah, that's probably more
Yeah.
like 500 meters. I think it's 2.5
Yeah.
kilometer grid. Actually, it's not even a 2.5 kilometer grid because a Kratos full length can fit in there. What are these boxes? How big are they?
Pretty boxes. They're just pretty.
Easily more than 200. So it's not 2,000 meters, definitely. And then
Pretty boxes, pretty boxes. That's really as much of that song there is. Which is probably really for the best.
Systems have been updated.
Do do do
Uh,
do do do
can fit. Okay, that's like. So what? A Jupiter was around 1.6 kilometers long.
Um, possibly.
Confirmed.
Yeah. A Jupiter barely fits within the box perfectly lengthwise. So I think these are 1.6 kilometer by 1.6 kilometer squares. I have an aneurysm. If I don't know the exact numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, that.
Use the Drydas if you want exact numbers, but otherwise just use slash debris mine.
Those are 320 meters sub-squares. So that's another way of measuring distance in the map mode when you press the M key. 300, I believe those are 320 meter units. Oh, there's some really random number that if I know the number to will just make me want to shoot myself.
Probably.
Yeah. That right, cat? Need to fat shame that cat more. She should weigh like 2.5 kilos, and she weighs nearly 6, at least.
That is a large cat. In fact, I think
Yeah.
at 6 kilos, your cat weighs as much as my 2 dogs together.
I've got another cat that's also nearly 6 kilos, but he's meant to weigh that much. Because he's a very large but lean cat. And he just got her down there, and she's just really fat.
Unit identified.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot.
What has he done?
3
Why are you
Rangers
streaming?
with guided missiles, 2 Janus with all nukes, a Celestra with 2 PCMs, and a Manticore with a debris mine.
My only criticism is the nukes.
I
And
don't
why-
know. They looked cool.
They look cool, but they're terrible.
Well, I don't know that.
You do now.
Yes,
See,
I do now.
you say they're
And you
terrible.
can adjust that for in future. They are. They are pretty bad. There's not many. Like, there are some use cases for them. They're just not worth the cost, though. They're not worth the cost, and they are very risk and war, and with not too much reward. For half a Manticore, I think a Manticore can even survive. I think
No, no.
2 shots to kill a Manticore.
Most of the lighter weight ships will die horribly.
Like, you just give the nukes a second shot, and they'd probably be fine. Although I'd argue for maybe a third shot. Because they are very easy to intercept.
They're like mines. It takes having the right situation for them to do well. They're not something you can just slap in and know it'll be useful like a guided missile.
Yes. But for something that costs 250 points, it should perhaps be...
Are they
It should perhaps have
typically-
more
I thought
than
it was
one or
like
two use cases.
140. They used to be 250. I think they're only like 140 now.
No, they're 250. They've been 250 for quite a while.
Oh, did they used to be 400? I know
Yeah,
their
they used to be
price is.
400.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the price they used to be at. Because I knew they used to be high, but I wasn't quite sure if they're like. I
Yeah,
didn't
they're
really
definitely
think
lower
of
now than they
500.
used to be.
They're still not good though. Like they're still not even that situational because of the single shot nature and how easy to change up the situation it is. Because they basically require no anti-missile defense of any kind.
Yeah.
Because they travel so slowly that even the slightest anti-missile defense will get through the 4 hull that they have.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It takes using them in the right situation. You got to be able to clear the AMD. But I mean, did
But
you launch
you
all
need to
your
clear
nukes at my
all
Borg
the
Nemesis?
AMD.
I don't know.
Yes.
Did I?
Like I almost want to give it to you, but
You should.
Oh shit. Okay, I actually didn't mean to launch nukes. I was saving those actually. How the
Not
fuck did I
anymore.
do that?
I'm guessing you multi-selected and then right-clicked and hit fire munitions.
No, I only did that for my Rangers.
You probably had the Janus mixed in then.
Fuck.
See, I want to give it to you, but
You should.
there's this dust nebula right here.
Come on.
Calculating.
I was actually trying to save those for point blank strikes.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
And that's the use case. Point blank with no anti-missile defense. Actually, you can shotgun them at sufficiently close range.
Yes.
I learned this against about 2 or 3 berserks against Keys with an Arcos that had 3 nukes. Like Berserk and Viper Mark IIs. Nothing hard to easy to take down. But I didn't need to. Just managed to shotgun 2 of the nukes through.
Projectiles bearing constant.
They only managed to shoot down 1. And there went who berserks while the Revenant was on the other side of the map, exploiting the lack of bottom guns on an Artemis. I have some very silly fleets.
And here I was thinking I was gonna knock out the 2 Janus before they could even get their nukes off. That did not happen.
The enemy doesn't know what we're going to do if we don't know what we're going to do.
Exactly. There's no way to know what's gonna happen if I have no idea what I'm doing.
It's true. It's true.
The most dangerous person is someone completely and utterly unpredictable. Maybe not the most threatening, but the most dangerous.
That's threatening in its own unique way.
Yes. But when someone's competent, they're very easy to predict. Because they're going to do the smart thing.
That is true. Yeah. But I mean, you know,
that's where my unpredictability comes from, because sometimes I just stop being competent.
Well, and you know,
Looks at
we
the last
always know
tournament
Garfield's going to bring torpedoes, and there are some things that will never.
But that
change.
can definitely be a smart move, though.
Oh, definitely.
To a certain degree.
It definitely.
Because torps are very good.
Mm-hmm. No, torps, AP, and guided missiles are all very well balanced. I'm pretty happy with all of them. EMP mines are nice. Debris mines are nice.
EMP mines are a bit of like a thing where it's a lot of people hate them and a lot of people like don't mind them, and they just got a few that love them.
Yeah.
I'm one of the people that love them because if you can't hit them, they just basically waste. They're not going to distract Vipers, and they're just going to sit there being a risk to possibly EMP all your ships if you get to a very close range engagement, and they can still be flagged, and they can be dodged. So there is counterplay. Granted, there's just not much counterplay once you start getting multiple consecutive hits, which is only really where the issues take place, but that's the whole point behind the munition. The marine mines are the counterplay themselves, though. Proximity mines? Oh, just not worth 80 points, in my opinion. The drop down is-
Yeah, I mean they're okay. If you can,
Like,
if you want to
if there was
build a
60
fleet that can
points-
deploy them well, they'll do better than torpedoes. But
Yeah, even then, that's kind of really it.
well, so they're, I want to say 60 damage instead of 40
Hey, they're 40.
for a base.
They're 40.
Are they 40? Okay.
Yeah, 40.
Yeah,
that's
which
the only reason why they're not.
is still the same as the base salvo size on torpedoes, and of course, a mine, you can go full defensive or minimum fire control and still get the mine off.
Yeah. Thing is, they're a mine, so it's a bit.
It's harder
It
to
has
hit,
its own.
but here's
if you
the
do
thing.
hit it, it's
if
like,
you can get
here's the
reliable
multi-shot.
hits, yeah, it's an area of effect, so you have the potential to hit multiple ships, and you get 10 of them, which is way more than you get out of torpedoes.
Yeah, but if someone knows you have mines, and they're competent enough to avoid them or flak them, it suddenly starts becoming a lot less consistent, and then it just kind of falls into the water, and that's 80 points down the drain. Where I personally just think it's worth 6, because you also got to keep in mind that torpedoes cost 40. That costs twice as much for honestly more risk and not that much more reward. They definitely should cost more than torpedoes, though. I just don't think 80 is really what they should be priced at.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
And then with nukes, like, I'm okay with them being very expensive and decently high risk, but I think they're too high risk to really justify for anything other than a joke.
God. I might kill his poor rangers on the splash damage for my nukes. Like, just
Did those used to be
about.
his nukes?
No, they're my nukes. Because I brought my
Yeah, that's
nuke
what-
fleet. Because it's fun.
Well, that's interesting. Although someone has a decided advantage in a nuke fleet, because the best Sullen nuke fleet also has AMD. Granted, it's very shit AMD, because Raiders are terrible at shooting down missiles.
Yeah, but war drivers aren't shabby at solving that problem, and I do have 2 war drivers.
Yeah.
But no,
The difficulty is usually affording the war drives.
Cerberus. 2 Argos, 2 Cerberus, 1 Nemesis.
Yeah.
Leaves you points for 4
This is-
nukes,
this-
2
this is-
guided missiles. Well, 3 because of the guided missiles on the Nemesis. And,
This is the difference between you and me. We both have Stalin nukes fleets. We both have Nemesis, we both have Argos, but you have Cerberus, where I just go hard into Argos and just bring 3 of them with a Nemesis. Oh. Which I can put a torpedo on. See that real.
One of the Rangers survived. One of the Rangers survived the nukes, but had like no top armor left and got cut down very swiftly by the squadrons. Oh, okay. I want to watch the replay of all those nukes landing because that looked decidedly painful.
Yeah, like, just big difference.
Got my Nemesis
Just one of the most big.
That's a lot of missiles coming my way. I'm gonna be not where they can see me. Dodge all of them.
The Nemesis is really just a giant raider in dogfight.
I mean, at this point, I almost feel like
It's a
it'd be
solid
better to
anti-five
say it's
gun.
a giant Vespid.
Not really.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Best bits are too fat.
Oh yeah,
And
the
and have a lot more
splash damage alone killed 2 of the Rangers. I think
Yeah,
that's the
that
first time
fleet
I've
right
ever
there-
killed a ship with splash.
I might have done that once, but it might have been my own ship.
That's fair. Yeah.
The big difference between you and me right there. When we do the same stupid concept, you try and make it work. I'm just like, this is already dumb. Let's just make it dumber. Because I find this funny.
Well, I have concepts like that. Like, I have a missile stupidity fleet that's like 3 Argos and then like Scorpions on them. Because, of course, Scorpions also launch missiles.
Yeah. Yeah, but when I do something, when I do something stupid, like I don't, like sure this could actually make it work in some situations, but this does more of the stupid thing,
That's
and
fair.
so I'm gonna go with that option. And that's granted, like I think the only thing which I don't do this with, and even then it's kind of like a half. It's not actually that dumb. Is the Scorpion spamming fleet?
Yeah. Let's see.
Just realize this has a nemesis, and it has spare points. Oh Jesus!
Alright, you want to do a match?
Yeah, I've been waiting for you.
Oh, sorry. Lobby's up.
There it is.
Thank you all for joining us again. Again, my name's Sergeant Z-Dog. I was the victor in this last Battlestar Galactica Deadlock tournament, and I am an active community member in the Battlestar Galactica Deadlock Discord channel. You can
Nerd!
find us right.
I really dropped the ball when I
Such a
let you
nerd.
in that.
You did. You really did.
Well,
Well,
never have I
okay,
done more fuck
maybe
ups
not
in
the-
one game in such a short period of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thinking your Viper's going to beat out the Raiders even with Revenant support, then moving the Argos off in a desperate maneuver, losing my Argos due to this desperate maneuver, as well as losing my own Revenants to crash them into each other,
Yeah.
and that happened within the span of like 3-5 turns.
You got to get that sleep schedule in order, man. You got to get it in order. It's important.
Like that, I probably would have made that the Revenants. I probably would have had that mistake happen anyway. Eventually,
Yeah.
because they were very close the entire tournament. And frankly, I don't think the sleep affected my judgment. That was honestly just a very close engagement at that point in time.
Yeah, but it was what made it so that one victory was all you needed, or all I needed, rather.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's always the next one. There will be more tournaments.
Theoretically. Took a long time to get
I would
out
be
there.
really surprised if we didn't have more.
Yeah, 7,500.
Distribution complete.
7. Oh, the Kratos. Yep.
Maybe. I can't actually see which multi-select I've got selected. Because of the Discord voice chat.
Calculating.
That's fair. Yeah. I don't generally have that on. Let's see.
Calculating.
It's a very interesting fleet, this one. It may honestly be reason for. It's why I think it's fleets like this which is why I think there needs to be like a like competitive sort of point setup where it limits the amount of the same kind of ship you can bring.
Oh, you mean like the tournament was?
Yeah, but I think for like even like regular play, there should be that option. So they set up a lobby like that, because it
Yeah.
just means that people can't exploit those weird, just weird things that happen once you bring a lot of a certain type of ship. Where like before, yeah, this isn't really working, and all of a sudden, your entire fleet's dead in 3 turns. Phobos, for example. Even then, just 1 or 2 of Phobos can be really devastating. So you're definitely silenced. That's for certain.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
You know, as stacking this certain ship till it just becomes really good fleets go, I think colonials, while they have fewer of them, kind of have the edge, mainly just because of type and up atlases, because you're taking out fighters and capitals in ridiculous time. And then the core of the fleet is just a really tanky unit that you keep at the back of the map. The only weakness being AMD.
For which?
Because while
What's
silence,
the colonial fleet that you penciled out there?
Atlas, Taipans, ARPs.
Oh, yeah.
Like the only thing you're really lacking could conceivably be AMD, and even then there's ways around that.
Well, you guys have a good night. I've got to go.
Have fun.
Yep.
Fun is illegal in this Imperium.
Confirmed.
You have a lot of guns for hanging back. Oh, that's weird.
This isn't me hanging back. This is just how far away we spawned.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Updating squadron dynamics.
Because I played against this fleet on Refinery, and I put my fleet forward. First turn, these were already shooting at me, and I lost half my fleet that turn.
Yeah. Though I think Refinery is one of the closer starting maps.
Oh yeah, it's more balanced starting points due to the distance. It's not too close, not too far. Because you have the option of starting at long range if you put your fleet at the back. Well, there's something like this where you're forced to have that more longer range engagement, at least at first. But then if you put your fleet at the back of the starting area, it's even further away and it's just pain.
Yeah.
Like if this had Refinery's proximity, it'd probably even be more balanced in a way. I thought I'd spotted more of those squadrons.
Oh. Yeah.
Go up to deal
Are
with.
you running 6 Revenants and a Kratos?
Yes.
Oh, good lord.
There's a reason that killed my entire fleet in a few turns.
What did you say killed it?
This. This killed an
Oh,
entire
this
colonial
killed.
fleet
Oh, yeah.
in
Yeah.
just a few turns because we both started really far forward.
God, that is a stupidly large number of guns.
Yeah. I did not expect this craters to fare amazingly. Those torpedoes are going to bother me. Because they're just never going to disappear.
You're the one who brought them, brought them, brought them.
You're the one who dodged them.
Well, I mean, getting hit by that didn't seem like a good alternative. What can I say?
Target acquired.
Getting hit. Seemed like a bad alternative to me, personally. And now we have my favourite thing about war drivers. They redirect Vespers.
Yeah.
Which is honestly a good thing.
Though at that range, I'm not sure it's going to do you much good.
The Vesper munitions are ridiculously maneuverable.
Yeah. But I just mean, like, those
It's not going to
Vespers
hurt your ships.
themselves are really close.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like there was no way that none of them not going to get through.
One of them got bounced back your direction. That's funny.
Redirect.
Because I have
And
my
then
own war drivers there.
Right, I know. Yeah.
Oh, am I really? The freaking Revenants are so low. Okay.
What do you expect there, Revenants?
Yeah. Jeez.
There is nothing subtle about this ship in any way, shape, or manner. Subtlety is not a part of the silent vocabulary.
No. No, it's not.
By your command.
And now we get to see silent light guns be silent light guns.
Yeah. Are you really letting the Vespid get away?
Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. Do you hear the voices too? I'll choose a different. Yeah, good old Salon superiority fleet.
Yep.
One of those tougher to take down ones. I'm not sure I've done this, but I'm jumping while repairing my... Oh, that's my hangar.
Calculating. Squadron is offline. Servers
Look at you hacking like a nerd.
Well, I mean, I believe nerd status was confirmed earlier today, so...
target acquired.
Can't be like a normal silo and just bring copious amounts of guns. No.
Is that really normal, Cylon?
It is according to the campaign.
By your command.
You know I'm right too.
recall that being the case.
Well, most Cylon fleets in the campaign tend to be quite gun heavy.
Uh, I, I suppose.
Well, it's nothing. It's not nothing on this level usually, but
Yeah.
stop blowing holes in my ship.
That's kind of what I'm here for, though. So.
Stop blowing ships in my holes.
Admittedly, not what I'm here for, but I will probably still do it.
I'm not going to kill a single one of your ships, but I'm going to do a number on your squash on your fighter fleet.
Yeah, they're not feeling super good.
How many squadrons have I actually killed so far, aside from the 4 Vesperts?
2. But you've
So
got, like
a
a whole
bunch of
nother
them are being chipped
one.
down. Yeah.
You've got like a whole nother 1 or 2 in terms of damage dealt, so.
Oh, probably more like probably about 3, not including the Vesperts.
Squadron is offline.
So war driver down. You do have a lot of war drivers, I must admit.
Five.
Cerberus hull compromised. Subsystem repairs complete. Calculating.
I think I may have brought you down by a few.
Yes.
Confirmed.
I'll be amazed if I can somehow just beat your fighter fleet.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Squadron is offline.
There's a chance.
Is there?
I can have hopes. I can have hopes and dreams.
Confirmed. Calculating.
And more squadrons I take down every turn, the higher the chances that goes up.
Yep, that's true. I don't foresee it happening.
But I might come close. Absolute just hail of fire. I love it. It's very convenient that every time I bring a fleet like this, you happen to bring the exact one needed to counter it.
Mad skills, yo.
That raid is alive on one hull.
Hmm.
Oh, I think it just died.
I was say it must have just died, because lowest I've got right now is a 7.
No, that might. No, I might have just misread the 1 as 7 as a 1. Very visually similar.
They are. That is true.
Now it's dead.
Distribution complete.
What's it with my cats just looking stone?
Distribution complete. Systems have been updated.
So I think I know which ones you're going for.
The Revenants? The ones with all the light
Yes.
guns?
The
That
actual
does
threats for one?
that does seem like a reasonable thing. Reasonable
Yes.
assumption. Especially since you've stacked instead of spreading out. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You should spread out.
I had already done the movement for that.
Confirmed.
Oh, that's a dead fire control.
It is. It is indeed.
Oh, so hello, Gorgons. Now, if I can just kill one of your ships, I'll be happy. Because what I've done to your fighter fleet is beautiful.
You definitely softened it up pretty heavily.
Stop being smart.
That's a little awkward there. Yeah, about that.
Just take a brick to your noggin. Solve it real quick and easy.
Yeah. About that.
There's no negotiation. I will procure the brick for you if need be. I live in a brick house after all. There should be one lying around. But I have to get a sledgehammer for it.
Yeah.
Either that or a cane toad. Just cover it in cement.
Crunch.
I'll be honest, I was expecting the Kratos to do more damage with its guns to the Gorgon. Expecting it to do a bit better.
Gorgon's a size 2 target, and
it's at point blank range with 20 heavy guns.
is that the short range bracket? Also only 10?
It's the one just out of the short range.
By your command.
So it's not that far. I want to focus fire on your Gorgons, you bloody Philistines.
I didn't realize that Gorgon's fire control was on top. I thought it was the fire
It's
control
the
was on
only.
front.
It's one of the only. It's one of the only normally placed fire controls in the entire Cylon Armada.
What's on front? Oh, the hangar. That makes sense. I didn't realize it gave you a little green highlight of how much repairing you'd get done.
What, for a subsystem?
Yeah.
And
If you actually go to the repair subsystem interface.
Yeah. I just so rarely go to that one.
Yeah. Those Cerberus guns getting work done there. That was nice.
Yeah. A few of them. So how many squadrons of yours have I killed now?
So I still have 10 out plus 2 in for repairs, so that's 12 out of a starting 24, counting the support squadrons.
Which, then the damage I've done on top of that, it's pretty good. Granted, that's not half your fighter fleet. Well, it's a bit more than half your fighter fleet, but that's not enough to really knock you out. I've only really had one maneuver this game. That's just been power slide.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what Revenants just do in general. Also, power sliding away from me and lengthening my strafing time is probably not the right call.
Calculating.
It's also lengthening the amount of time I can shoot back at you, though.
Yeah, you'll get to shoot at me while I'm not shooting at you if you don't do that, though. So, pretty much still not the right call.
It's mainly just preparation for when you for when you dive under. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the accuracy has just died, and never mind. So is the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was shooting at that 19 hull radius squadron, only got it down by 3.
Well, I
Let's-
did have it descending. I don't know if it maybe got out of the light gun arc.
No, there's like a full turn where it's being shot at. That's where the 3 happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you have your fire
like from
control
19?
all the way back up?
No.
Ah, yeah, that would
it's
be
like
why.
that's what I'm saying. Like the accuracy has really dropped.
Yeah. When Michael and I were doing the tutorial stream last Friday, we were looking at a lot of things, of course, and we noticed that the Revenant and the Cerastes both have bonuses to turret accuracy.
Oh.
Yeah, which is a big
That
part of
explains.
why they are so effective at shooting down squadrons.
Yeah.
They just have a bonus for it, so yeah.
Although it's a bit more generic, so it affects everything.
Right, but I mean, light guns and PDCs don't have any problems hitting even size 2 targets, so that's not really a problem. And I'm trying to think. That's...
Well, the extra accuracy basically means it's going to hit every shot against everything that is squadron.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, that's
So,
not going to affect... Like,
they go
even
from,
an
like,
adamant
90%
can
to
hit
99%.
90% accuracy pretty easily. You know?
Yeah.
So...
But they go from 90% to 99%, which is pretty nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's
That's
still a 10% boost
like-
in damage output, but... You know, against capitals, it's not going to make too big a difference. Where it really makes a difference is hitting squadrons, which actually you do still have a lot of misses with, even with the light guns.
Mainly just the saving throws that really screw it. Because, oh look, I've hit it, and now there's like, oh hey, there's just a 35% damage that you didn't actually, after you've already hit it. Double checks really stop more than they should. Like, just mathematically.
What stops more than they should?
Like, I'm not saying that it should be changed so that they don't stop as much, but like, when you have like 2 checks on something, it's gonna get more than you'd really expect in like raw numbers.
Oh, you mean like in terms
Like
of
having
it
to
be able
check
to miss
for
on
something
accuracy
twice.
and then also be able to miss on evasion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd stop more than the raw numbers would suggest.
Yeah, I mean, if you think of it as just like flipping one coin versus 2, you go from 50-50 to, 25% chance of success. It's a huge difference. Yeah. And certainly, that bonus accuracy does a lot for helping the Revenants shoot down squadrons since they're using the light guns. Which,
The most accurate gun in the game with a accuracy boost. Basically turning...
Well, I
turning
think
into
PDCs are more
bonus.
accurate. They're just not necessarily as high damage.
PDCs aren't more accurate. If PDCs were more accurate, they'd probably be closer to light guns in damage. Because PDCs also have the elevated fire rate.
Right. And I mean, they're pretty close to the same damage output as is. Even like colonial PDCs.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that part. I find light guns to just be basically better in every way.
I mean, Colonial like PDCs will handily hit 10 or 20 points of damage in
They're
a
more
given turn.
anti-cap.
They're more like anti-light ship, like Nemesis. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, specifically Colonial ones.
Yeah.
The only reason Colonial light guns aren't inherently better than Colonial PDCs is because of the flak, despite the fact that Colonial PDCs have a much comparatively much worse to Colonial light guns than a Cylon PDC to a Cylon light gun.
I mean, I'd say they should be used differently. Colonial PDCs generate flak for your fleet, whereas Colonial light guns are used primarily for picking on things like a Nemesis or a Cerastes.
And that's kind of what I'm saying. Like the flak is the only reason why the light guns aren't just inherently better in every single way to a Colonial PDC for Colonial light gun.
Even then, I wouldn't say that because, of course, the PDCs also are what provides the battle stars with good anti-Nemesis control.
Like but what I'm saying is, if it weren't for the flak, if you just replaced all PDCs with light guns, all ships would be getting a performance increase. All ships that had PDCs.
It depends. Are you replacing it with 4 or 8? Because that's one thing to consider is PDCs, the smallest they come in right now is 8.
No? The smallest they come in is 4.
Not Colonial ones. Artemis, Jupiter 1 and 2, and Heracles each have 8 PDCs. The Minerva has 11. Oh wait, does Heracles have 10? Maybe Heracles.
No, it has
10.
8.
It does still have 8? Okay. So yeah, I mean, whereas Colonial Lights, the Adamant has 4.
4 of the thing
Manticore
that
has
is the
2 on the
scout,
back.
Manticore has 2. And then I think that's about all that gets
light
light
guns.
guns.
I think that's it. Like, I think everything else that had light guns got upgraded to mediums.
Which is an absolute travesty in my opinion. I love light guns that much.
Yeah, I mean, they're awesome. But I do like that the Ranger's got mediums. It makes it a little more punchy for shooting at capitals, which is really what it should be picking on. And I like that the Minotaur got mediums instead of lights, because it helps differentiate from a Revenant a little more. Whereas a Revenant is versatile.
I'm more just thinking like the lack of ships, colonial ships in general that use light guns.
Yeah.
It's an absolute travesty for me, because I love that gun so much.
But, I mean, at the scale the game is, I have to agree, I think, with the decision to not have too many. It's
because we don't have very many escorts. You can't really put on too many.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know necessarily that the game needs a whole lot more escorts. Not that there's no room for any more escorts.
I think there's a definite need for more escorts, at least some. Not too many, though. You can't have, add an extra 10 escorts or even extra 5 escorts. But I think there is a requirement for some new escorts just for certain fleet styles, specifically the Jupiter Mark II, and just giving something else to use and play around with and do something that isn't just base star focused.
Certainly, yeah. I mean, the escorts can have a little more variety than some of the other things. But, there's still only so much room for variety in the escorts. And so, it's hard to build an escort without having it look a lot like a Manticore and an Adamant does already. Or a Berserk. Or if we wanted to look at the Cylons. The Cylons do already have pretty good escort variety. It's hard to build a new escort that's not going to look a lot like the Nemesis, the Talon, or the Cerastes already does.
And I would disagree with that.
Well,
because the escorting doesn't specifically need to just here's a bit of small gun, here's something to hold off the enemy. It's just something for me that can cover a bit of a role for a larger ship. and cover its weaknesses.
Right, but I mean,
So
what
small
does an
missile
escort
ship.
do? It's a smaller ship, which indicates generally going to have lighter guns,
Yeah.
and higher speed and lower armor.
Yes.
That's
But
pretty well
within that,
describes the Nemesis, the Talon, and the Cerastes. Not quite as.
but
I mean, the
then
Talon's a
also then
relatively heavy escort, but
certain parts of the game that exist. Like the whole carrier limitation, you can't really go with more than one hangar on an escort, except for maybe if you also add a support slot and a normal fighter hangar. But that statement kind of does ignore the whole munition side of the game, which more munition-focused escorts, I think, really possibly should be explored a bit more. But munition fleets are kind of on the back burner a bit because you've just got these. Because you've got you've got the Ranger and you've got the Janus, and it's like specifically for Colonials, munition fleets are a bit more on the back burner. Cylons up
Yeah.
front, but they're the Cylons, so it makes sense. But for the Colonials, if you have a more munition focused fleet, it's always going to be considered like, why didn't you just do this better?
I mean, it's supposed to be asymmetric though. Like, it's okay for the Cylons and the Colonials to have different specialties. You know, let the Cylons.
And I'm not saying eliminate those specialties, but allowing for variety is a very important thing. Otherwise, this is going to get boring very, very quickly.
I would argue that the Ranger and the Janus do allow for the variety pretty nicely, though.
Oh, I'm not saying that they don't, but there's also just, I feel like there's just more that can be explored with, even within the whole munition subclass of escort, which isn't really explored at all.
What
Just
would you like to
munitions,
see added? I'm curious.
Well, a 2 or 3 slot munition only escort for the Cylons, and a bit more of a punchier, larger cruiser than the Revenant, but something that doesn't supplant the Revenant, specifically for Cylons. But that's a bit more of a flying cruiser escort.
I'm sorry, you want
and on
a beefier Revenant? So kind
but that doesn't, not something that's more efficient points wise, bringing squadrons though. Just something that's just a bit more armored, and has naturally a bit more.
You want something like a Revenant plus a Cerberus?
Not that much armor. Actually, not that.
Revenant
that
or
armor, that much
Cerberus
armor.
doesn't have much armor. 75.
My brain thought like the Cerberus is like 100.
Oh no, I mean, it's not as soft as a base star or a Revenant, but it's not that much. It's only 75.
You can get a surprising amount out of 75.
Oh yeah, no, you can. I'm not saying it's not plenty beefy, but you know, it's not that much.
Well, like a 75-80 Revenant that is just kind of there for that punishment-taking Cylon. Like, it's naturally shouldn't out-tank the nearest points cost equivalent of a tanky colonial ship. But it's just that option that could be really nice to fill out, especially if you want to have a Cylon gun fleet, which is where I probably come to with the whole variety thing. Cylons actually have more variety going out of their whole specialization than Colonials do, in my opinion. Because they can set up a really nice gun fleet now with Craters.
Yeah.
And then the Revenant.
Well, I mean, a big part of the reason that Kratos works for creating a gun fleet is actually because of its ability to dump torpedoes.
Yes. It's a bit. It still goes into that whole gun focus side of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 10 heavy guns.
I mean, the munition focus. I mean, the munition focus side of the whole Cylons, but it's also a gunship through and through.
Yeah.
And that's probably something what I'm asking more for Colonials, where it's something that helps go into those munitions further, but still doesn't ignore the gun side of the game. Or well, the Colonials, which are they're definitely more.
Doesn't the Ranger do that pretty well though? I mean, it dumps munitions pretty quick there with, 2 slots on rapid reload launchers.
It's pretty expensive and a bit papery.
I mean,
and just
10,
it's I don't know. I just don't. No, I just don't like using the Ranger in general. Honestly, it's like for me, it doesn't the punch of anything is too small for me to really justify its existence in any fleet I would ever make. Like nothing I see the Ranger bringing would justify its mere existence.
The
to me.
Ranger has as much armor as a Revenant.
Yeah.
I mean, you're complaining
the
about the
Revenant-
Revenant being or the Ranger being super
I'm not
squishy.
saying-
It's just as durable as a Revenant is.
No, I'm not. I'm saying like for the Colonials, the Ranger's a bit papery, but that's
for
for
the
the Colonials.
Colonials, but again, I mean,
Yes, for
you're
the
saying you want
Cylons-
something that does a little more missile without ignoring the guns and is an escort. That sounds a lot like a Ranger. It's got good speed,
I wouldn't
lighter
consider the
armor.
Ranger an escort though. I consider that more of a flying cruiser ship where it does a bit of both where it escorts things but it also needs to be escorted.
I mean, yes, it is a missile cruiser through and through.
Yeah.
I think it does an excellent job. Um, I think I would like to see it used more. It does get probably a little underplayed, but
Like for me, if I saw like an 800 cost 2 munition slot, even like a full turn even like a full turn cooldown on those munition slots, just because, but it's like 800 points, I'd take that over a Ranger.
an 800
In
point.
most 800 point slow firing Ranger, I'd take it over the Ranger, most likely.
Well, I mean, that's why a lot of people take a Janus. It saves you some points.
That's why
and
I
you
take
get...
it. That's why I take the Janus, because for the Colonials, I think missiles are mainly just alpha strike weapons.
Oh, they certainly are.
Yeah, and so when you get that whole, oh look, it's fast firing, and then oh look, it's out of ammo, and this is even more expensive than the Alpha Strike one. While the Alpha Strike one is still doing damage, it's taken more damage, and we can do more munition damage overall because it's got that extra slot.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper, and it's not really being at the, and it's not at too much of an awkward speed compared to the rest of the fleet.
Yeah, I think they're very different. The Janus is designed to be and serves the role wonderfully of I'm the in-your-face missile cruiser.
The Janus is
The Ranger
very
is an escorting missile cruiser. It doesn't want to be in the main combat line. It wants to skirmish, and I think it does a good job of that.
Yeah.
The the difficulty it has is that it's awkward to situate it next to an Adamant and a Berserk. And those are really the ships it needs to be sitting next to.
Yeah. For me, anything like over 800 cost, it's no longer an escort. You've got a cruiser there. Then cruisers start that whole different side. Like anything going
But
from 800
cruisers
cost
can be escorts.
like all the way.
I mean, light cruisers are escorts, really.
No, I mean like as the whole, like you have escorts, you have cruisers, and then you have battle stars as like the whole ship hull sizes cost ranges sort of thing. And that's what I really meant by escort when I said like more missile escort for Colonials or the Cylons. Something in that general cost range, which usually have it do some form of escorting role just because of the nature of that cost range. So I call it that an escort. While the cruiser, it's a bit more flexible. Sometimes it escorts, sometimes it doesn't. It's that flexible ship, and it's generally in this cost range. Then you have something that's in this cost range, and this is something that's very just a lot more rigid in what it does. And it's also very expensive, and it's the main core of your fleet, and that's the battle stars. It's for the Colonials, Silent Space Stars, naturally.
Right.
And then you have like a few odd one out ships of the whole carriers and the Heracles.
Well, I mean, you've got your fleet centerpieces, the base stars and the battle stars, and then you've got the things that go around a centerpiece. And I think the game does a good job of that. You've got carriers, um, and you've got gunship escorts, and you've got missile escorts. Um, there's probably a strong argument for the Cylons not having a strong missile escort.
Starlin's having, yeah,
Like
that's
the Arachne and the Phobos and the Nemesis are the closest
the
they really
Nemesis.
have to that. Yeah, and I mean they're
It's
all
not a missile escort. That's a
Yeah.
scouting. That's a scout hacking raider.
yeah.
It's just a very large scout hacking raider that happens to have a munitions slot. So like,
I
fuck
think of it more
torpedoes.
of as being scouting and missile with an ability to hack than scouting and hacking
don't
with the missiles.
Usually find it has. I rarely have it survive long enough to fire off its missiles from any good and in good position.
I mean, I think that's mostly you not playing it well. Sorry, but
It's I always move it a little bit too far forward.
yeah, and I mean,
then someone says, "Ooh, Nemesis, let's kill that in a single turn because it's made out of paper."
that's what they should do, though.
Yeah.
As I said, like I think that's mostly you not playing.
I
it super
definitely.
great.
I just shift it forward a little bit too far, but even then, when I do bring one, that's all it needs to do in the fleet.
Yeah, but I mean, you're also throwing away like 120 damage.
It's not intentional.
Yeah.
It's never intentional. But it's also not a massive hit to me. But at the same time, it's like this is 450 points dead, and even it's my own fault. I'm just not going to bring this too much, especially with the current point cost of Argos.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying they should be lowered at all. It's just a bit harder to bring a Nemesis, which is a good thing. Because if you let the Cylons pick and choose every single thing that they want, then they're overpowered again. That's what was happening with Waggle's fleet. They could pick and choose every single thing they wanted, barring a bunch of upgraded radar upgrades.
Yeah. I think Argos are sitting pretty comfy where they're at.
Yeah, no, I guess it's just probably something like for me where if you have a Jupiter Mark II, anything that isn't an Atlas that's like over 800 points is starting to push how expensive you're really willing to put into this fleet, because it's going to be taking away from your ability to have other ships. And that's really why I think that the Colonials in specific need smaller 800 and 800 and below cost ships, just stuff to fill around these roles around the Jupiter Mark II. Because you bring a Jupiter, if you want to bring a Jupiter Mark II, Ranger is a very hard ship to bring. Because it costs as much as an Atlas, but it's not providing any squadrons, and you're already being a little bit back on the squadrons due to the extra cost of a Jupiter Mark II.
So I do kind of feel like the Kratos and the Jupiter Mark II are both ships that kind of define what the rest of your fleet is gonna need to look like. Like, I don't mind that you're a little more limited when you bring those. They're so big. They're gonna have repercussions on what else you bring, and I think that's probably okay.
Yeah, and I'm not saying remove all repercussions, but when something's so limited, it's like, okay, you bring this fleet, and then what you bring. I do not like that. I do not like that at all.
And I think if you wanted to bring one Ranger or one Janus alongside your Jupiter, you can probably get away with that just fine. Now, you probably don't want to do more than one, but
very comfortable. Yeah, just like a single one, it's pretty comfortable alongside a Jupiter Mark 1. Once you get to the Mark 2, it's so just I don't want to even think about bringing one.
Yeah.
Because that extra and it takes away an entire option of the Colonials, partially of that Alpha Strike punch from the munitions, or just even distracting squadrons if someone has not quite predicted when the engagement is going to start. And so you can just get a bunch of free shots in their squadrons because they're all busy shooting down missiles. And I don't know, I just really like the whole thought of, oh look, it's a relatively cheap ship and it has missiles and not much else. Go crazy. Cylons do definitely need something more like that in general, though.
Yeah.
Being the munition-focused faction. But if I was ever to do like a semi-equivalent for the Colonials, it would always have better armor, worse mobility, a bit bigger guns.
Do they need another
and
thing
then less
like that though?
worse.
Like they've got the Heracles and the Minotaur already. More Revenants. I feel like I've been here before.
This is probably where I got the fleet from, because I was against Seba when he just brought that out, and I happened to be within gun range in the first turn.
Yeah.
Not exactly the best range for dodging torps either.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, it did not go.
Target acquired. Calculating. By your command.
Probably my biggest thought though for this game is, even if something isn't entirely needed, if you can contribute something meaningful, I wouldn't mind seeing it in the game. And for me, just having the option of, hey, this, you can bring a fleet like this, that's something meaningful in the game to me. Even if it's not the best fleet, or it's like a new fleet or new few sets kind of fleets, I'm always going to enjoy playing with.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for whatever comes next in the DLCs. Every DLC thus far has provided awesome content, so
Whether or not everyone else has agreed with certain difficulty options
yeah, I mean,
varies. I'm just thinking of Anabasis.
Yeah, I would say I know poor Black Labs
they
got bit in the butt on Anabasis reviews, which was really undeserved. Like, I'm sorry, that was very clearly supposed to be a really hard campaign. I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
was that from the average player or game critics?
The
it was from the average player.
Tanked. The Steam reviews on Anabasis were really bad. I think they're still really bad.
I don't think they are. I think they've like semi-recovered. I think it's.
I think they're better than they were, but.
That's Resurrection.
Bringing it up now.
So
there's
it's mixed.
30 reviews, mixed. 43% are positive. But I mean, compare that to what the reviews were, on the first DLCs. Like, it's so different. Where
did the Reinforcement pack even have bad reviews?
What's that? Did what even have bad reviews?
Okay. The Reinforcement. Did that even have that many bad reviews?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, because that's a great DLC. It gives you some really nice ships for very cheap, and that's all it's doing.
Yeah. No, that one.
The one that
Reinforcement pack just gives you, solid ships. Doesn't try and hide what it's doing at all. and it's a good
Systems
good
have been
solid
updated.
choice. I don't think anyone's going to complain about that one.
Confirmed.
So look, the first bad review I see about Anabas, which is also the first review, it literally just says cons. First thing, difficult.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wait.
The absolute retardation behind that.
And I'm just, I don't know, like, this was supposed to
Like,
be the
it's
DLC
a
that
pretty
was like, okay, everybody wants to be able to do something like the show. Here's something
and
that
they
is
get
a lot
something that's
like the show.
actually pretty accurate like the show. It's just that there's not, and they think it's
You
going to
can
be
bring more
easy
than one
because
ship.
oh look, in that not only you can bring more than one ship, and they're just all going to go into the flak field, and oh wait, they have guns. Flak doesn't
Yeah.
stop guns. Oh no, why is this so difficult? Oh no, God
Yeah.
help me.
And I'm just like,
And
are you ignoring the fact that the situation that the show that they were in the show was really freaking hard?
yeah. No, in a way, the show kind of downplays the realistic difficulty of it all. At the same time, it's easier than it really should have been because, you know, they just never thought, attach a gun to a ship. That would be a good idea. And they had guns, they could have...
How is... He's like... popped his war drivers out with their jamming fields already on? Or something?
Oh, they launched last turn. And it's just...
If he did, they're somehow like sitting inside his Kratos, and I cannot even see them. But, you know, it's fine.
It's... The game doesn't really care all too much if models clip if they're the right kinds of things clipping each other, like a ship into itself or fighters into a ship.
Yeah.
Granted, a ship into another ship, different question.
Calculating.
Reinforcement pack positive for 22 reviews. Not mostly positive. That.
Yeah, I'm surprised about that. Because the reinforcement pack gives the Berserk, and what else does it give? Is that, I think that's the Cerastes.
Okay, it's been filtered into all. I can only see one bad review, and it's in Russian.
Nice.
So I don't even know what it says.
We're gonna charge $5 for this, or something. Never mind that.
$7.50 Australian for me.
I'm sorry. Did you say 15
deal.
Australian?
$7.50 Australian.
Oh, $7.50 Australian. Yeah.
No, it's not Games Workshop pricing.
Yeah, right.
Where it's like, oh, it's $10 America, $400 Australia.
There's not much that only costs $10 these days from GW.
I believe some dice. No, a single dice maybe.
Yeah, no, I mean like the die pack,
or some
the
stickers.
tape measure, some of the individual models, but there's a lot of it that costs a lot more.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then here I am with like just a bunch of models. I haven't even unboxed them.
Oh, that's
or
very
even
nice.
started
He
to
shot
put them
some
together.
torpedoes at his own Revenant. I appreciate that.
Broken Alliance. This one better have most you mother. And is this not? Is it again just the one bad review in Russia? No, I can't even see the bad review. Steam? Oh, I know it's not saying mostly positive. because every single review is just positives. So it's like, how do I describe
It
this other
can't be
than it's just
mostly.
yeah,
It is not mostly. It is all. That's
yeah.
fair.
Confirmed.
The poor war drivers. They're pretty much there to just be bait in these fleets.
And AMD. Like if someone
Yeah.
doesn't shoot at them, it's free AMD and hacking. So
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
And if someone does shoot at them, it's like, yeah, this is a priority target, so it makes sense, and it keeps them off the ships for like a turn or two.
Yeah.
And then you have Resurrection, which is mostly positive.
Resurrection was amazing. That's not really surprising.
By your command.
I think the issue is the new campaign style. Not everyone likes it. And to be fair, I'm more partial to the original style, though there are definitely features that I'd like to see in the original style. Just sort of a blend.
Yeah, it would be cool if they had, if we got like a
strategy
prequel
labels
Imperial Wars,
or
and it
Asylum
did.
campaign.
Yeah, I mean, a silent campaign would be cool.
It'd be great because, like, sure, Garfield would never play it,
yeah.
but it'd get more people into learning how the Talons actually work, and
Yeah.
because a big issue in this game is people's skill that they can learn about is limited because they just never know how the enemy ships operate. So what you know how to, your knowledge of how to counter them is based entirely on what you see them doing under the AI's control.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one of the negative reviews I see is they don't like the new strategy because it's dumbed down, which is fair because it is dumbed down a bit. Although there are some nice things, probably things that should be in the original campaigns and probably could actually be retroactively implemented. And the other complaint was why can't we play as Cylons? So I'm guessing it means Cylon campaign, which is, as I just said, a request of mine. Holy shit! There's a beta tester who's given it a negative review.
Oh really?
Oh no!
Oh, so that's a little surprising. Ah, Craze, you are so delicious.
It's actually a person who's probably similar to me, but they never got into the multiplayer.
I'm a little sad that more people haven't done the multiplayer. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but still sad about it.
I think no one's sadder about it than I am. It's all I really do in the game. And to just... like, what really limits me from playing it at the moment right now is that I can't just go into the lobby, see a person there, and just join.
Yeah.
But
It
they
is
are going to
definitely
develop more, and
quite a bit
the
more
lobby
limiting.
does adjusting.
Bye, Base Star.
I think even an attempt to do like a bit of matchmaking for like skilled matchmaking will just like sit here and a person who also wants to jump into this will put you into a lobby and we'll put together like this standard rule set. But like even at the moment, yes, sort of like matchmaking lobby that isn't what we had like an automatic matchmaking queue wouldn't really work. But it won't work. It will never work if it's never implemented.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like it's if you don't know how it's going to do if you don't try. It's like you will never get the conditions for it to work if it's not existing.
That's true. That is true.
Because right now we need this Discord server to do multiplayer that or know someone who owns the game and actually plays it. Because I know a lot of people who own own the game. They just don't play it.
Mm-hmm. It is the strategy game market is a very devoted audience, but it is a
It
comparatively
is entirely
small one.
devoted to. It is very devoted to single player, especially.
Yeah, I mean, it is also
And then you
relatively
get,
focused on the single player stuff for
but
sure.
wait, but then you get that section that's just devoted to multiplayer, which I would fall under, and that can get very competitive.
Yeah.
And
but
what we need to do is just expose. It's just like expose to the rest of like, yeah, this can actually be fun. Like there's Hearts of Iron 4. There are some people who just hate the multiplayer because it can be very toxic. But you get the right situation with like the right people playing every time. It's so much fun.
Certainly, yeah. He's shooting
It's
at
just
me!
you just got to expose it. That's the only thing that I was doing to you last
Shooting at me?
time.
Yeah.
Yes, shooting at you quite a. Yeah, with the bit I have played of the Resurrection campaign, I do honestly prefer the old strategy format, but there are features that I would absolutely love to have in that, and I don't see a reason why they couldn't be implemented in the first two campaigns. More specifically, like the resource mission scouting, or just skip.
Yeah, I mean, the scouting could be cool to have added in.
Yeah. Like the threat meter would be a much more difficult thing to add in, and for content that they've already well sold.
Yeah.
But at the same time, returning to old content is
I don't
one
know
of the
that
things
there's
that
any
help
need to add
game
the
alive.
threat meter back to the early to the season 1 campaigns, because the season 1 campaigns already
They're built in
you're
a very
already
different
focusing
way.
on maintaining the quorum, which really kind of fulfills that role already.
Yeah. Yeah, I think part of the issue with like larger, the larger strategy level is that battles themselves are so slow paced, really, and they really are. Like, because it takes a lot of time, just to do like a single battle, and that doesn't always work for everyone. And so, if you have this pretty complex strategy layer, you're going to find you're playing like one or games, like, and then you've progressed a single turn, and it might take a while. It's already very slow, and it'd be quite difficult to speed it up. Granted, I think one of the ways that could be done is better spawn. Spawns in the campaigns give me an aneurysm. Sometimes they're on the other side of the map. Sometimes they're right up your ass. Sometimes they're right above you. Some just space shuttle status, and sometimes just goddamn Soviet submarine.
Systems have been updated.
Yeah, like much more close and more fair spawnings, I think, are an important thing. At least for the standard randomized battles in the campaigns, help speed things up a bit. Because when it's taking you half the battle length to get into battle,
I haven't had too many that are real far apart, and of course the Cylons always charge straight at you, so.
And that helps mitigate it, definitely. But I think that room could be opened up for the Cylons to maybe charge a little less if the spawns were closer. just on average?
I mean, they have ships that don't just charge too.
That's because they can't physically charge.
Which ones are you referring to?
Anything that's bigger than anything that's bigger than a Phobos.
I mean, I have base stars and Argos moving towards me all the time. But I was actually referring to the Cerastes and the Nemesis both have very skirmishing oriented behavior. The Arachne will fall back sometimes too.
I don't really see this happening, but I also guess that against me, the Salons don't last long enough if they get into the gun range. Granted, gun range is well beyond their gun range, so they kind of don't have much of a choice. Well, that's the other issue. No way to really rebalance officers in the current system. Really solved.
I think that lacks a lot of faith in.
I'm honestly not even finishing the thought. Like, in the current way that the system exists, there's not really a way to rebalance them. Like, the actual system that the officers work in itself needs to be adjusted a bit. Because the massive gun range advantage they can give just because of the posture range bonus is really what breaks them. Because when you're shooting with Battlestar lasers from 7,500 meters away, the Silence don't really have much of a chance. They're ridiculously overwhelming numbers.
I think that's a remarkable lack of faith in Paul and Anthony's skill at this, because they've shown themselves to be pretty capable of getting stuff to work really well. I would say let's see what they do going forward. They have continued to address issues that everyone brings up so far. I would be willing to bet that they will continue to do so.
Yeah, I just think that way the whole way that they've passed things out for the officers, it's kind of difficult. It's going to be very difficult to rebalance them. Campaign.
Maybe.
Definitely. Like, you could conceivably just take away all the posture range bonuses, which will need to have a readjustment of silent fleets, although it would make Admiral difficulty quite challenging.
Yep.
When you don't have a 1,500 gun range.
Yeah, it definitely would. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for today, folks. We've been going for quite a while at this point.
5 a.m. basically. So
yeah, we've been going... Where's the timer? There it is, 3 hours and 41 minutes. And I do have to, go get lunch, pick the wife up, etc., etc. So... thank you again, everyone, for joining and sticking around. This last match was against Deceiver. He is TBS Redhead in-game. Also joining me has been Fourth IL here. He's the one who's been talking the most with us. You are... I'm forgetting what your in-game name is.
Griffin Space.
Griffin Space, thank you.
It's my usual username on everything. I just have a nickname on the server.
Yeah. We've also had Garfield, which is Evil Bubbles in game, and as Shara joining us, and we had Han Solo's dog. So thanks to all of them for running matches with me. I appreciate it. I hope you will all join me next Saturday. We'll have stuff again. If you didn't get to see the tutorial stream Sirwagopus and I did on Cylon ships in detail last Friday, that will still be up in the on-demand watching here on Twitch. I will get that uploaded to my YouTube channel
I need to
this
do
week.
the same.
Parts 1 and 2 of the tutorials that Survival Post and I did are already up on YouTube. Look forward to seeing more videos from us. We'll keep doing, we'll be moving on to doing specific matchups. You know, if you've got a more gun-focused fleet against a missile fleet, how should you look at playing that sort of thing?
Don't let them get rid of your AMD.
Yeah.
Number one priority.
So yeah, thank you for joining us. This is Sergeant Z-Dog signing off.
We've got a very long stream this time.